filled it in. No time for that doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse, mine it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walk the mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running, toes they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built the win, applied myself, I filled it in. No time for that doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win, applied myself.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. This is a special. This isn't an average FFC show. This is the special. Because this is just for the R2L League, but this is for the world to see. Because this is story time with R2L. I'm sorry, but when I did that the week one and read those recaps, it was songs sang in my head from the heavens above. That there's going to be so much noise talked all season after every week of reading these lines. It's almost like a play, right? It's like the fact that we get to sit on Tomo beating AJ for 3. Tomo has a 3-0 record within the league against a person. Like between the revenges from last year that they're bringing over to this year, they're bringing stat lines. It wouldn't surprise me if someone in the league who kept making bad draft decisions, if that wasn't brought up in one of the stories, like, you know, due to the fact that this person's drafting has been so low, so subpar, it's another year of maybe 12th place, whoever. I'm not sure what place he. Teddy, I'm talking about you, Teddy. I'm talking about you, Teddy. I had to come for you again. I'm sorry. I had to come for you again because I don't know what the recaps, the stories have in store for you. I just get to read them out loud. That's, you know, I'm doing my job. This is worse than the punishments, bro. Like, if you can't win, the story is going to tell you. But without further ado, let us do what we came here to do. And that is R2L Fantasy Recap Story Time. Yeah, it's here. Week 2. All right. So for our first team, first matchup, we have, Jaden Full versus Anything or Nothing. Well, as we do know, Jaden Full did win 153.16 to 129.42. And as we can see, he had a trajectory of winning from Thursday night at 8:15 p.m. and the trajectory just continued to go up. Though Jaden followed, his trajectory tethered out right at the bottom at 125. 125 because he got 129. And it shows Joe's radar skyrocketing within the 150 range. That's pretty cool. But let's get to the story. All right, so powered. This is the headline. I love that. Powered by a signature performance from DK Metcalf, Jaden Full picks up victory over Everything or Nothing. With the contribution from DK Metcalf playing an integral role, Jaden Full picked up a win against Everything or Nothing, 153.16 to 129.42. The Seattle wide receiver heated up for 31.40 points in a 23.74 point victory for Jaden Full. With 34 points and 31.40 points, respectively, James Cook, 78 rushing yards and 2 rushing touchdowns and 1 receiving touchdown. So he had a 3-touchdown day. Always great. Yes, I know, because I ain't getting nothing from Josh Allen because of that. Outside of the one touchdown. And Brees Hall, 62 rushing yards, 52 receiving yards for one touchdown. Top the winners. Top the scoring for the winners. Jesus. Jaden Full, 2-0 with a total points after 2 games of 298.64. Shifts into second place, while Everything or Nothing 1-1 with a total point score of 261.02 goes to 8th place. Ooh. That's still playoff. Jaden Full was ahead of the curve in the backfield as they started 2 of the league's top 10 overall running backs this week. I like this. I like where the stories go. You know what I mean? Including James Cook, who was in the top 5. In week 3, Jaden Full gets MILF Hunters. Oh, Teddy. Oh, Joe going 3-0. While Everything or Nothing battles its command time. Oh, you got to go against Mark and Mark. Okay, Mark leading in points though. He got 311. Ooh. All right. So that means if Mark ends up with a winning record here soon, he will be ultimately in first place because he has won the points and he would have to have the record. So, all right. So that is the story for Jaden Full versus Everything or Nothing. Stay tuned next week for week 3. All right. Next up, we got Zeke and Destroy versus MILF Hunters. Zeke and Destroy pulls off comeback over MILF Hunters. Oh, this is going to be good. Zeke and Destroy was clutch in prime time with 65 points on Sunday night. Ooh-wee! And 23 on Monday. A combined 73% of their total scores to seal the comeback against MILF Hunters, 121-107. The late heroics were a bit unexpected since they were projected to tally just 52 points on Sunday and only 17 on Monday. Zeke and Destroy was led by Nico Collins, who had a great game, who added 50 points to the cause, 135 receiving yards and 1 touchdown. To make matters worse, MILF Hunters had a starter score 0 points. To make matters worse, MILF Hunters had a starter score 0 points. Christian Watson. Hope you dropped him. Zeke and Destroy, 1-1 with a total point of 260.76, moves into 9th place. And MILF Hunters, oh boy, you just keep dropping. With a total points of 231, so that might be the lowest right now, winds up in 13th place. You're not last place, Teddy. Keep hope alive. Keep the hope alive. DeAndre Swift had plenty of chances for Zeke and Destroy, but he logged just 42 yards and 18 touchdowns. That's horrible, by the way. Zeke and Destroy gets "You're done, son." Ooh, wait. 305 in week 3, while MILF Hunters faces Jaden Full, of course, who is 2-0. So both teams are 2-0. Could they project themselves to 3-0? Will only one of them make it to 3-0? Will they both fall to 2-1? Stay tuned next week for week 3 on Dragon Ball Z. All right, next up. All right, we have Oreo McMurray versus It's Command Time. And what a freaking game this must have been. I'm looking at the points, 144.24 to 142.34. Can we say nail biter? Can we say nail biter? Woo-wee. Oh, that's why. Kyler Murray. I mean, hey, look, I didn't see that coming. I told people to drop Kyler Murray. I didn't see that coming. I don't know what happened next week, but I know I didn't see that coming against the Rams. But the Rams are beat up everywhere. So I guess that's coach's fault not catching that. So if I told you to drop Kyler Murray, can't believe I got to say this, but I got to say it every time. Coach owns up to his crap. Coach apologizes if he told you to bench Kyler Murray. That was the worst mistake possible for throwing 37 points like he did. But anyway, let's continue. R2L McMurray comes from behind to squeak by its command time. R2L McMurray got the third highest player score this week from Kyler Murray with 37.4 points, 266 passing yards, 59 rushing yards, and 3 total touchdowns. Now, that is a Kyler Murray type of game. Not sure where it's been all this. He was hurt last year. He didn't play great last year. He did towards the end, but he didn't start off with a great week 1. Maybe week 2 is where he kind of gets a little bit under his feet. He still looks like a little boy running around in a circle. I'm never going to change my mind about that, but he had a good game. And he raced a 5.50 point deficit on Monday night to seal one for its command time, 144 to 142. This matchup saw 4 lead changes. Woo! It looked like it did though. 144 to 142. Yeah, that looked like that looked like some lead changes. Like so, 4 of them. That looks about right. With the largest lead being 42-64 points after Sunday afternoon. This close win was revenge. Oh, here we go with that word. This close win was revenge for the loss R2L McMurray had. Okay, where is it? Lost to its command time in their last meeting a season ago. Sorry about that. The margin could have been bigger as R2L McMurray had a starter score 0 points, Jawan Johnson. I keep telling y'all, take that fool off your team. I keep telling you, I'm not going to change my mind. He's a hot garbage tight end. He is nothing you need to be impressed about. Keep playing, and you're going to keep going 0. R2L McMurray, 1-1, 267 total points, moves to 6th place. And his command time 1-1 with 311 total points winds up in 4th place. So he's not far off from taking first again. There was a player on both teams that had plenty of chances but left points on the field. On command time, Kyron Williams got 16 touches but only tallied 52 total yards. I know. I felt it. I had him too. While Rashad White was even less effective, managing just 23 yards on 11 touches for R2L McMurray. R2L McMurray takes on stat stuffers who are 2-0 with a total point score of 277 in week 3, while its command time takes on everything or nothing with a total score of 261 with a record of 1-1. None of these games are easy, people. None of these games are easy. These guys know what they're doing in fantasy. So it's like I said, I'm excited to see these two 2-0 teams go against some 1-1 teams that aren't bad. Don't get me wrong, Teddy can still win if Joe's team falls flat. Your done son could take a L, So we could maybe the continued undefeated keeps going. Maybe somebody gets stopped. These guys here know how to set their lineups. I'm pretty sure the waiver wire is bare naked. There's nothing there. So you can't take your wins lightly in this league. Like, get excited and then get back to work. All right, so we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we will get back to our story time.
Yo, my name is Lambo Anlo.
This is Dimitri.
This is Ed Hahn.
My name is Daryl Julian, and this is
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Mine that can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running. Toes they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for that doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse.
All right, we are back. Let's hop right back into our stories. All right, so next up we have May's Corner versus Ya Done Son. Talk. Hold on. Because I need to use it real quick. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Yes, that's boxing ring. Because I'm sorry, Tomo knocked out May's Corner. Jeez, 157 to 116. Come on, bruh. It wasn't even a battle. It was a knockout. You got KO'd, my guy. Oh my God. Oh my God, that was a KO. Oh, bruh. Ya Done Son beats May's Corner. Bruh, that's the headline. That's the headline. There's nothing else. There's nothing. There's no DK save the day. There's no miraculous effort. But none of that. Ya Done Son beats May's Corner. It just flat out said, bruh, you had no chance. How, bruh? You must have had the same issue I had. Did you have Josh Allen? Oh no, you had Jared Goff. That's even. Oh, I told you. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. It tried. It tried. You have Amari Cooper. There's nothing coming out of that. You got the number 2 tight end in Mark Andrews. He's not the number 1 anymore. I'm sorry. Yeah, you got destroyed, my guy. Devon A-Chain didn't help you in any way. He helped one man, and that was, he was able to use Devon A-Chain and still take -1 point and beat you to an oblivion. All right. So the combo of Devon A-Chain and Jackson Smith Enigma carried the team. It was a combo. No, that was a combo. As Ya Done Son picked up a win against May's Corner, 157.08 to 116.68. But my score was low too. I don't think I broke 100. I think I had like 94. We take those L's some weeks. I mean, your roster is pretty. Ooh, you got some moves to make. You looking a little teddyish right now, man. You looking a little teddyish. Teddy, I'm gonna come for your roster till you fix it. I'm sorry. All right. The tandem teamed up to record 64 points, clearly outperform Ramondre Stevenson and Derrick Henry, obviously. Even though they both put up big numbers. The top 2 on May's Corner. All right, so A-Chain 96 yards, 67 receiving yards, and 1 touchdown, recorded 40 points, while Jackson Smith Nigba 117 receiving yards, also chipped in 23 points for the victory. Ya Done Son took a 40.50 point lead on Thursday and maintained an advantage. I'm about to say average. Maintained an advantage throughout the matchup. 5th round draft pick Amari Cooper has been a disappointment thus far for May's Corner. Absolutely. Having put up 3.6 points and 4.10 points so far. Ya Done Son 2-0 with 305 total points, which is in second place if I'm not mistaken, behind Mark in points. Moves into first place. And May's Corner 1-1, 261. Goes to 7th place. I can't wait to see who's in last place because it ain't Teddy. So I can't wait to see whose team is worse than Teddy's. For Ya Done Son, the Cowboys defense wasn't just the lone defense to earn a negative score. They represented the only fantasy starting throughout the whole league in negative territory. Dang. So they gave you a little slander, Tomo. They gave you a little slander. Additionally, May's Corner had 2 starters that left points on the field, even though Jameson Williams and Amari Cooper saw a total of 19 combined targets. Oh my goodness. That's ridiculous. And they did nothing. Jameson did a little. Cooper, they were able to reel in just 8 catches between them. Oh, wow. That's a lot of stuff on the field. All right, so next week, your done son plays Zeke and Destroy, while May's corner battles Literal Kev. Literal Kev. You the 0-2 with the. You might be the last. We're gonna find out. Next up, in Dak We Trust, who was another obliteration. But see, through the charts, there was a point where Dak We Trust took a little bit of a lead, but then it looks like, yeah, that afternoon football game tore him a new one. That's what it was. That's where the separation came. It was in the afternoon. All right, so check these chats real quick. My brother had no chance. None whatsoever. Tell me you had to be. I'm gonna need you, my brother's keeper, to help your brother's roster. How you let that man fall like that, Dave? I need you to go help your brother, Dave. Oh, Mr. 2-0, Mr. Second place. How we doing, boss man? Yeah, Kev, I think you might be the last place right now. I think it might be you. Can't believe it's not Teddy. That's the part that blows me. He got a bad team and he's losing, but he's scoring. It's weird. But I think a lot of that was because of that big game he had from Joe Mixon too. So it'll even itself out after week 3. Blame A-Chain. Dude had no quarterback and still went off. That's just great. We'll see how that works out this week. I know what you mean. About underperforming. I had Josh Allen, and it's like it wasn't Josh's fault with the whole situation, and they were already up 31 when Tua went down. Like I when I saw that happen, I knew I lost. I knew I wasn't getting another touchdown out of Josh Allen. It just couldn't. There was no need to. The game was already over. They were basically just running the clock. I saw so many times they just basically went to fourth down. Like they saw Skylar Thompson had no chance of doing anything with this team in that game, and they basically said, we're done. And that's when I was like, I lost. Tell you, Thursday night set me up for failure. I promise you. You need at least 2 pieces, Kev. You got to make some trades. I agree with Dave. You got 2 pieces you got to trade for. And we'll get to that when we get to your roster. All right, so powered by stars. Ooh, boy, so he got stars. Oh yeah, it is powered by stars. I told you this man got I told y'all Vaughn has a top-heavy team. Top-heavy, like. Unless you can put up more than 139 points, 140 points. He scored about that much last week. Like, unless you can put up, you have to outscore Vaughn because of how top heavy his team is. Like, when you go into the game, your hope is that your players score more points than Vaughn. Because Tyreek is the lowest on his team right now. The lowest with 7 points. I'm not talking about the kicker as a star player. His flex had more points than his number 1 receiver. Not by much, by 4 points, but you see what I'm saying? Everything else, he tore you a new one. He tore James Conner, Josh Jacobs. I got the rookie for Arizona. Everybody ain't getting no playing time. I had the way Conner playing right now. I'm sorry. They drafted Conner's replacement, and Conner said, replace these yards. Can't be mad at it, bro. I got to put respect on the name. James Conner right now is playing football the way he played when he came to Pittsburgh the year after his cancer recovery. That's the baller James Conner we're getting right now. If you don't think so, you ain't watching football. I'm a little mad at that. I'm a little upset. I passed on Conner this year. I am not going to lie about that. That was a horrible mistake. Because he was there, and I think I skipped over him for either Kyron Williams or oh my god, I can't get his name. Oh boy, from the Lions. But anyway, let's see. Carried by a triple threat of James Conner, Josh Jacobs, and Joe Burrow, finally. Stat Stuffers picked up a win against In Dak We Trust, 139.12 to 99.54. That threesome combined to register 83.22 points, substantially more than the top scorers from Dak We Trust, Ra St. Brown, Travis Etienne, and Chuba Hubbard. Well, I mean, Chuba's best game was week 2. We'll see if he gets better with the Red Rocket. I can't speak on the Panthers right now, what they're doing, to be quite honest with you. So all we can do is wait and see. For instance, depending on the matchup, depending on who the matchup is next week, I actually might tell you to start Chuba Herbert. God, I can't never do that name right. Chuba Herbert. Anyway, let's see. Who totaled 68 points? So Amara St. Brown, Travis Etienne, and Chuba Herbert totaled 60 points. Josh Jacobs rushed 151, adding 29 points. And again, his quarterback is down. And I told y'all Josh Jacobs in Green Bay was the best thing smoking. Have I lied yet? This week 2, now 2 weeks straight. Josh Jacobs been tearing it up. Numbers are increasing. He doesn't have a quarterback, so they're handing him the ball. But they got to respect them receivers on the outside. It's the quarterback that just got to hit him. So Josh Jacobs, I'm telling you, this Green Bay offensive line was built for a running back like Josh Jacobs. The only other person that can go behind that is Connor. He can run with that Green Bay offense. Alvin Kamara can run behind that Green Bay offensive line. I'm dead serious. They're like, it's not a lot, but there's a few runners that can run behind that Green Bay offensive line and do what Josh Jacobs is doing. Saquon Barkley could have went over there and do the same exact thing. I promise you. So I tell you, it's just Green Bay hasn't had a running back like Josh Jacobs since before Eddie Lacy. Like Eddie got fat, and they haven't had a running back like this since before him. So just great for Green Bay. I'm telling you that I think that's why a lot of people had Green Bay in the playoffs, due to the fact that you got something. You go to the playoffs through one route and one route only. You better have a running back. I beat up on Isaiah Pacheco, big body, little legs all the time. But where does he end up? In the end zone. He ends up he don't get a lot of yards, no, but he does get between the tackles. He does move the chains. He does get in the end zone. He's not a 100-yard runner every week, no. And that's another thing coach has to readjust when he's evaluating these new way of runners and the way the NFL is. They're not getting 20 carries anymore. I can evaluate if you got 20 carries and you only had 80 yards, 70 yards. That's a little bit underwhelming. But now if you only have 15 carries, 12 carries, I have to look at that. If you only have 50 yards, 60 yards off of those carries, that's actually good. You know what I mean? So it's what you're getting and what you're doing with what you get. Same as ETN. I can't really beat up on him. I try not to. I do. He's only a 50-yard running back a game. But again, they pass more with a team like that. So he does get in the end zone, though. That's the thing. With Travis Etienne, and I've always said it, his best friend is Trevor Lawrence. He's going to get in the end zone. I do want to say something about that before I continue stories. I do think that the friendship Trevor Lawrence creates with his players, his teammates, hinders their winning ability. I have to put that out there. I feel like he plays to their will and not to the will of the game. And I think that's what's hindering them, because he's not – I don't think Trevor Lawrence is a leader at all. Not on that offense. Like, I don't think he leads or commands anything. I think he gets his plays and he runs them, and he chooses sometimes, like, oh, I got ETN right, I'm going to give it to him because it's the one guy you're going to see first. Like, I just don't think Trevor Lawrence is a leader. And I think that is the biggest issue on why the Jaguars lose. They don't have a leader or quarterback. He might be a good quarterback, but he's not a leader. There's a big difference. All right, so got that off my chest. Where are we? Let's see. Yeah, so Jacobs rushed for 151 yards, adding 21 points. Connor also put up 29 points off of 122 rushing yards and a touchdown. While Burrow chipped in for 24 points, 258 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Stat Stuffers 2-0 with a total point of 277.58 shifts into third place. That's nice. While in Dak We Trust, with a total bottom score of 209 and 0-2. You, my good sir, it was you that ended up in last place. Oh, it ain't even Teddy. What happened? Dave, go save your brother, Dave. Go save your brother. Don't do that, man, like Nino Brown did. Okay, save your brother, bro. Don't Nino Brown him, bro. Help him out, my guy. Man, that's what I'm saying, Kev. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's just like when you watch him run, that's like he's running, but you're like, he ain't going nowhere, bro. Like he's flat-footed or something. It's like I hate the way he runs. But though he runs hard. Like he'll run through you too. It's just he's a slow runner, you know what I mean? But where is he effective at? In the red zone, on passes, he's gonna get his. So that's why coach has to change a little bit of the ideology of what I perceive these guys should be doing versus what the world had them doing before the game changed. The game has changed. These running backs are not the same anymore. They're not A and B gap runners anymore. They catch a lot more. It's a different. I have to conform myself as well. I can't keep beating. This ain't the old way of football. It's never gonna be the old way of football. Old way of football gone. I feel bad for the Bradys and the Breezes and the Paytons of the world that had to put up 4,800 yards plus 48 touchdowns. Like I feel bad for y'all because y'all didn't get paid for that. Y'all had to win a Super Bowl before you got paid. Now, if it looks good, you can get paid. So I guess that's the new narrative. I'm still gonna take shots though. All right, so who is up next? Redeem Team and Literal Kev Call. All right. Redeem Team beats Literal Kev Call. All right, Redeem Team. You got a redemption from last week. Redeem Team registered the highest point total this week and beat Literal Kev Call 162 to 126. This win was revenge for a loss to Literal Kev Call in their last meeting a season ago. I love hearing those. So y'all already got a battle going on. 8-0, 2-0. There's the only one that's undefeated within the season is Tomo. He get to carry that. I'm gonna keep the other guy. He get to carry that with him. All right, so Tony Pollard led Literal Kev Call with 23 points, 62 rushing yards and 40 receiving yards, while Brian Robinson racked up 23.10, 103 rushing yards. Redeem Team 1-1, 282 points, moves into 5th place, and Literal Kev Call 0-2. Winds up in 12th place. So no, Kev, you're not in last place. That accolade belongs to Dave's brother. Do not Nino Brown your brother, Dave. Help out your brother. Redeem Team takes on Bang Bang Niner Gang. Oh, that's going to be good. AJ, you ready for that one? AJ versus Dave. I can't wait for that. All right. While Literal Kev Call faces Maze Corner. All right, Kev, this might be your redemption week. What did we do, Kev? We had Pat. Pat did good. We had Pollard. Pollard did great. Brian Robinson did great. You got 2 great running backs. I will tell you that. Uh-huh. So, me and you have the same problem with Jaden Reed. The connection with him and Malik Willis just isn't there right now. Here's what we can't do. Can't bench him. It's fortunate. You can't bench Jaden Reed. He's that good. We have to hope that chemistry is there this week or next week. Because after that, then we do have to bench. we can go 0-4 in fantasy football and redeem ourselves very well. We can't go 0-5. We can't go 0-5. We want to go 1-3. That'd be best. But we can't go 0-5. That's what we cannot do. So let's see. Isaiah Likely. That Because it ain't like, here's the thing. I wouldn't be too mad about it because it ain't like Andrews did anything. We can say Raiders got a good defense, or we can say, Raiders have a good defense, and the Ravens don't. I don't think the Ravens lost because of their offense. I know the Ravens' offense is still working things out. I don't think they lost because of the offense again. Their defense is bad, man. I don't think people are paying attention to that. Like it's it's bad. The defense is bad. It's not the same Ravens defense we've known for so long. They're not good. They don't look good at all. All right, so Kev, it's like, I mean, there's a couple moves you can make. Nobody's gonna want Jamar Chase, so you're gonna have to deal with that pain right now. You got Devontae Smith in the right spot because AJ Brown's gonna be out for a while. The tight end is going to be out for a while. Let's see. It's the Jamar Chase and the Jaden Reed. Isaiah likely won't put up that 4 points again, but it's the Jaden Reed and the Jamar Chase that we're worried about. Jamar Chase wants out of Cincinnati. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's showing his colors, but he does not want to stay there. Okay, last team. Our last matchup. Bang Bang Niner Gang versus Stone Cold said so. I can never get that out of my mouth. It's like I can say it, but then when I have to read it, I felt like a damn stuttering rabbit. All right. Bang Bang Niner Gang pulls off a comeback over cause Stone Cold said so. Bang Bang Niner Gang had an excellent primetime performance with 26.30 points on Sunday Night Football and 46.40 on Monday night, a combined 53% of their total score, to steal the victory from Stone Cold said so, 136-106. The late heroics were a bit unexpected since they were projected to put up just 19 points on Sunday night and only 22 on Monday. Bang Bang Niner Gang was led by J.K. Dobbins, who contributed 28.60 points to one with 131 rushing yards and a touchdown. Well, we can say since Chargers have a running back, we can't say that because Buddy is running the ball in L.A. and he is having a blast right now. You can see it in his first 2 games. He is like, give me the rock. I'm taking it. They devised a great offensive scheme for this guy to run the ball the way he's running it. I mean, you got to put respect on it when it's there. Whoever picked Dave, great job knowing to pick up J.K. Dobbins. Like, great job. Like, I didn't even see that one. Now, a lot of that I probably didn't see because doggone Disney had me all tied up for most of the summer. But regardless of the fact, good eye. Let's see. Bang Bang Niner Gang. Oh, yeah, Bang Bang Niner Gang, 1-1, moves into 11th place, while Cuz Stone Cold said so, 1-1, winds up in 10th place. Jerome Ford ultimately deserved more touches for Cuz Stone Cold said so, as he put up a whopping 64 yards on just 8 touches. There's a lot going on over there with the Cleveland Browns. Can't believe they won. They won because it's bad. It's looking bad over there in Jacksonville too. Bang Bang Niner Gang takes on Redeem Team next week, while Cuz Stone Cold said so faces In Dak We Trust. All right. So we have where you at? Oh, okay. So we've gone over all teams. You gonna someone dropped Pacheco? Heck yeah. I don't know why they did that stupid. He's not gonna be out long. Absolutely. Pick him up. I don't know why they did that. Pick him up. Absolutely. Good job, Aiden. Pick him up. All right. So before we go, I want to do one more thing. If it's available. If it's not available, we're doing another show tomorrow morning. Let's see here. What am I saved? All right. Oh, I like this. Okay, so this is from Family Football Analyst. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? All right, so we got some week 3 pickups for you. All right, so we got Carson Steele from the Chiefs, Guten Johnson from the Chargers, Demarcus Robinson from LA. And there's nothing there, so you may just have to just take him just because there's nothing there. Rico Down from the Cowboys, Braylon Allen from the Jets, Hunter Henry from the Patriots, Samaje P. Ryan from the Chiefs, Damian Pierce from the Texans. I'd stay away from Pierce. Alec Pierce from the Colts, Derek Carr from the Saints. I'm definitely picking up Carr. Mike Gesicki from the Bengals, Ty Chandler from might have to pick up Ty Chandler from the Vikings, Antonio Gibson from the Patriots, Tutu Atwell from the Rams, Zach Ertz from Washington, and Juju Smith-Schuster or Jonnu Smith from the Dolphins. I probably won't be touching Jonnu Smith. Garner Minshew versus the Cardinals. He's playing the Carolina Panthers, so that might be a good pickup for you. Justin Fields, I wouldn't pick him up. Geno Smith against Miami. Yeah, I would play that. Kirk Cousins versus KC. I don't know. I'm not sure if I pick Kirk Cousins. That KC defense is nice. And if you can this week, Seattle, the Bucks, and the Raiders defense are on the wire. Are on who you should play this week. Okay. Now let's go look at one more thing. Where you at? I want to see if other stats are available. If we can look at more starting sits. Nope, not yet. So that is going to be saved for another. So hopefully by tomorrow morning, we'll be doing another show and getting us ready for basically doing starting sits because none of the information I need for starting sits is available right now. And the other way would be a little bit too long. Whoever dropped him was stupid. Yeah, I don't understand that. Like I said, he's on IR for 4 weeks. Like, dude would have just been on my IR spot. Like, why would whoever did Aiden, whoever did that? Well, he's on waiver wires now. Waiver 6. Hopefully, league mates are dumb. What about Zach Cabernet? Good waiver pickup for this week? Oh, let me check on that for you. You know, Coach goes to the numbers. I'm going to tell you yes on Zach Cabernet. Heck yeah. Pick him up. He is, and they're playing who this week? Is it the Miami Dolphins? Yeah, bro. I'm going with Zach Cabernet. As the number 2, he's putting up great number 2 running back numbers and great flex option numbers. So I definitely pick him up. Oh, that's what I need to do. I need to do my picks for week 3. You can do that right now. All right, so for Thursday Night Football, we have the Patriots versus the Jets. I'm picking the Jets, of course. Yeah, I think this game we might see Drake May if oh boy get hurt or plays bad. We might see Drake May. Maybe not. It just might just be a Jets win. I have the Colts beating the Bears on Sunday. I have the Eagles. Losing to the Saints. I'm sorry, I'm going with the Saints on this one. I have the Chargers beating the Steelers. I have Packers beating the Titans. I have the Texans. I'm gonna pick the Texans to beat the Vikings. These Vikings, bro. I'm gonna pick the Texans to beat the Vikings. I'll pick the Browns to beat the Giants. The Giants aren't good. Sorry. I'm gonna pick the Bucks to beat the Broncos. I'll pick Seattle to beat the Dolphins. I'll pick Raiders, of course, are beating the Panthers. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think the Red Rocket plays good against the Raiders anyway. I think when he played against the Raiders when he was with the am I taking the Texans? Might be the Texans. Anyway, Ravens are playing the Cowboys. 2 horrific losses last week, which means one of these dudes got to win. Don't you love those kind of games? Let's go with the Cowboys. I'm sorry, that Ravens defense, until they fix it, it's going to be pretty ugly. But I don't know, do the Ravens fall to 0-3? Like, Cowboys could fall to 1-2 and still be okay. But can the Ravens fall to 0-3 and recover? That's the kicker there. Because they're like in last place right now, if I'm not mistaken, in that division. Everybody else got at least one win. Bro, that secondary is bad in Baltimore. I'm going with the Cowboys. I'm going to go with the Cowboys. Can't believe I'm doing that, but I'm going with the Cowboys over the Ravens. 49ers, Rams, divisional rival game. Rams have nothing, so I'm going to go with 49ers. Lions, Cardinals. I'm going with the Lions. Sunday Night Football. Chiefs, Falcons. I'm going to go with the Chiefs on Sunday night. Pacheco's on IR, huh? I'm going to go with the Falcons. I'm going with primetime Cousins. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going with primetime Cousins in this. I'm going with the Falcons against the Chiefs. I don't mean Chiefs are going to be bad. I just think the Falcons are just going to probably get that one last touchdown. Cousins might go on another game, win a drive. They're a little hurt. They're hurting on offense with Chiefs right now. Not bad, but with losing Pacheco, you do lose a really strong runner because you're not going to do nothing with Clyde. That was hilarious. It's just not going to happen. Yeah, that Ravens, that Falcons defense, I think has gotten a little bit better. So this will be a close game. It's not going to be a high-scoring game. I think it's like 21-17 type of game, 22-20. But I'm going to pick the Falcons over the Chiefs. Jaguars, Bills. I'm picking the Bills. Monday Night Football. And our doubleheader for Monday night is Commanders and the Bengals. I'm going to go with the Bengals. Yeah, I'll go with the Bengals. That one is going to be another close score, probably 26-24, 28-23, something like that. Okay, Kenneth Walker down this week, maybe. Yeah, so if he's down fully, then it's Cabernet all the way. Absolutely. Them and the Bengals are 0-2. So, I thought the Bengals just won. Did they come up short this week? Yeah, they did. I'm tripping. They did come up short. So, yeah, they're 0-2. So, okay, so those are the two. Okay, so, yeah, they're just tied for last place. That's right. Okay. So, you have two teams that actually have to win this week, or they're both going 0-3. Man, I thought that division was going to be so much stronger. Jeez Louise, it crapped out as bad as the AFC West did. One year we thought when Russ was there, and we thought everybody was just going to be great in that division. Like, no, that division completely pooped on itself. Brad McCoy, what's good? Let's see what we got here. Would you trade Ford and Amon-Ra St. Brown for Cook, Evans, and Pittman? Yes, I would. Absolutely. It's a 3-for-2. You're getting the best wide receivers in Mike Evans. You're getting the top 5 running back in James Cook. And I understand Pittman is struggling right now. He's not struggling. It's like one of those. This is preseason before we get to week 5. So in weeks 1 through 4, everybody's gonna get the rock, not the guy. That's just in some teams. You know what I mean? So I'm not too worried about Pittman. I like the trade with Pittman in there because it's kind of the only way to get Evans and Cook, if that makes sense. So 2 for 3, I would do that. If you have Ford and you have Amon-Ra St. Brown and you're trying to get Cooks, Evans, and Pittman, both of those are great, especially if you already got other wide receivers. Why? Because no matter what, who are you getting? Cook. That's the biggest thing. You're getting a top 5 running back. You're getting a top 10 wide receiver, and you're getting a top 15 wide receiver on the back end. Let's see. Aiden, what we got? Also on Rams versus Niners. Niners are also down Debo and CMC. So star receivers down on both teams. Up to defense in San Fran, lost to the Vikings. I know. What we can hope is Ayuk shows out in this game because it is a divisional game. What we can say is the Rams' rush defense ain't what people think it is. It's not that. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, how many rushing yards has the Rams defense allowed?
According to StatMuse, the Los Angeles Rams had 106.82 opponent rushing yards
No.
per game played in 2023.
That's not what I'm looking for. And 2024. Let's see if this one gives me the answer. Let's see. Rushing defensive stats. We're looking at, who are we looking for? We're looking at the Rams. We're looking for the Rams. But this ain't giving me the information I'm looking for. No, that's rushing. I need defense. All right, it's not showing. But anyway, these first 2 games, the teams playing against the Rams, if I'm not mistaken, you were able to run on them. If I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna say, whew. Well, here's the thing: Rams are down everybody, but they do have Kyron Williams, and I'm a little worried about him because of the San Francisco defense, because that's all they have. So they will attack the rush game a little bit more, and they're gonna make the Rams beat them in the air. And I'm not worried about the 49ers falling to the Vikings, to be honest with you. The 49ers haven't beat the Vikings in 30 years. That's just a team, for some reason, it's like one of those cursed teams. Like, you can be as great as you want. Tom Brady, as great as he is, guess what team gives him the most problems? The Kansas City Chiefs. You want to know why? Because they somehow take out one of his players or they take him out. Like, it's one of those things. Like, certain teams just beat up on people. The most closest one, the Chiefs beat up on the Bills like they want to. Or let's go to basketball. How the Miami Heat. I don't know. After the Heat, when Braun went back to Cleveland, what did he do? He was just, they were like his little toy. The Toronto Raptors. Like it's almost like people say they laid down for him because it was just nothing they could do. So, and you have those teams that you can't beat. So no, I think the 49ers will still be fine against this game against the Rams. 2-0 reporting in. That's what I like to see, Vaughn. I told him, you top heavy. I told him, I did your story already. You top heavy. Someone got to come deal with you every week. Like, Who was it? Your lowest score was Tyreek Hill, your number one receiver. Everybody else put in the work. So I told everybody you got the most top heavy team that's scary to deal with. Let's see. What about Ford and Amaron for ETN, London, and Godwin? No. Because you might as well keep Ford for. Don't take ETN. Don't do that. Don't give yourself a headache like that. And London is good, but Godwin, it's a hit or miss. So you really wouldn't get a lot for that trade, and you'd be losing more than you're gaining because you are giving up. One thing, you're giving up Amon-Ra St. Brown. Like, that's the biggest thing. And for your return, the last return, you were getting both Evans and at least Cook for the same two people. But this one is unbalanced. You wouldn't get much off of that. No, I don't like this one. Joe Burrow came alive for me in this week, and Josh Jacobs a Connor balled out. Like I told you, if nobody was listening to me, I love that move from Josh Jacobs to Green Bay. I loved it. Even without a quarterback, look at what he's doing. Because that line is built for a running back, period. That offensive line. Anybody can go back there and run. That's a good running back. That's why I love the fact that it was Josh that went there. Got to use ChatGPT. Thank you, Cam. So if the Rams defense, rush defense sucks, maybe whoever has Jordan Mason is very happy. And I'd say that, but I want to check on something before I say that. Let me see something. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. If you got him, be happy. Here's why. His first 2 weeks, he has 100 yards. He has 147 in week 1, and he had 100 in week 2, and they fed him 20 times week 1, 20 times in week 2. They're not even feeding him in passing. They're literally feeding him the rock. Hell yeah. If you got him, that's who you're playing against the Rams. Absolutely. No problem. Steele or Perrine for the Chiefs? I'm going to steal because he's younger. He's unexpected. Perrine been around too long. He ain't good. He's going to get the same touches he's been getting since he's been everywhere in the league. He ain't doing nothing. Don't do that. Don't defeat yourself that way. Trying to make that decision hard. We go with Steele. I'm going to tell you why we go with Steele. Let's see what I'm looking for. So he's gonna be going to November 18 or Pacheco. They got Clyde Edwards-Helaire could factor in. They still got a minute of that. So they were literally already moved Steele up to the number 1 role. Yeah, he's first in line for the starting role. And it's going to be the week 3 against the Falcons. Yep, matter of fact. Let me see if somebody's smarter than me. He might not be available for me. I say my league rough. Let me see. I think he's gone. Yep. Somebody got him already. So yeah. That tell you got to be on it when somebody get hurt. Yeah, you got to be on it, man. Let me see. Did I at least get Carr? Nah, I ain't even get Carr. I ain't even get him off the waiver. Somebody put the waiver in before me. Jay, it's ugly out here, bro. Oh man. All right, guys. So that was a good show for today. I think I'll be back tomorrow when I have more information for starting sits because I didn't have much to go on today. So as long as those reports come in for me to read off, then I'll be back tomorrow. It'll be a quick show. It'll just be basically to give you guys the starting sits for week 3. So I appreciate you guys coming in for story time. Stay tuned next week. Excuse me. Oh, we got one more comment before I go. Can we see your team quick? Sure. See if I can. Do I have it? Give me 1 second. I read it because I can't. I'm not sure how to show it, but I'll read you my team. All right. So I have Josh Allen at quarterback. I have Tank Dell at wide receiver. I have Jalen Reed at wide receiver. I have I have Gibbs at Jahmyr Gibbs at running back. Kyron Williams running back. Kyle Pitts at tight end. Brian Thomas at the flex. Mooney at the super flex. And my bench is riddled with. I got Curtis Samuel, who I got to get rid of. Trey Benson, who I'm waiting to get his push. Gibson, who's getting some. I got Ray McLeod. I'm not sure if I'm going to hold on to him. I don't want too many Falcons on my team. I got Foster Moreau, and I got Jordan Whittington. He is. I was getting rid of him for Carr, but it looks like Carr is gone. So I got to figure out another quarterback because I can't just hold on to. I have to hold on to. I got to. Oh, why would they do that? I don't need him this week, but I might take him anyway. Give me because they got Cousins on the wire. I like that. Alan Lazard on the wire? Really? What did he do this week? Let me see. No, he only had 3 points. That's why. Yeah, see, I'm struggling for this wire too, guys. Ain't nothing out here. It's riddled with trash. It's riddled. I'm stacked, but they're not performing. That's the thing. That's the only thing. I'm stacked, but I need performance to. I need these guys to like perform. Like Tank Dale, I need them to perform. Mooney's coming along, so I'm very happy for that. My running backs are fine. Like I said, I'm not mad at Josh. Josh could have. They won the game. Josh could have had a better game, but again, with the situation that happened with Tua, they were already up, and there was no way for Skylar Thompson to even try to win that game. So again, got to deal with the loss. We're not here to go undefeated. Did I want to go 2-0? Yeah, of course. Who doesn't? But we're not here to go undefeated. We're here for the championship. That's the whole point. So I love my team. I just need these guys to perform. That's all. Hey, man, you have a good one as well, my guy. Come back next week. I'll be here Monday, Tuesday. No, not Monday. Monday's the game. I'll be here Tuesday. I think I'm going to do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I think that's just going to be easier. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, each show, because Tuesday is going to be our recap. Wednesday is going to be our story time and my coach's picks for week 3. And then obviously tomorrow, Thursday, we'll be doing our start and sits so we can get ready for the weekend. So I think that's what I'm going to do every day or each week. I like it. I'm not here past an hour because I'm getting ready to get off now. So it's like I'm giving you guys the information. We're not staying here for a whole cinematic situation. You know, you guys give me your teams, your players, who you want to start and sit. I give you my words of advice and wisdom, and we move on from there. So you guys tune in next week. I appreciate you guys tuning in today, and we're going to have a great week 3. All right. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.